me.
I would have told you for years, oh, it broke me. I'm broken. It broke me. Because I felt that. And it was sort of reflected back to me because, well, why didn't you finish college? Or why it's like, oh, I'm doing this wrong. I'm, like the path I'm choosing isn't the right one because I'm broken, because I'm not grieving right. I'm not doing this the right way. And I think what has been harder for me, and possibly for anyone who's experienced loss younger, is understanding that, like, which we talk about, that, like, yeah, it broke a lot of parts of me that I mended. It made me feel very abnormal, which was true, but it didn't make me broken. And I didn't need to stay stuck in the identity of unfixable and
Mm.
broken. I had a conversation yesterday about like I didn't understand that there was power in my survival and power in my grief. And we're always sort of careful in talking about this, like grief can give you superpowers, because it's like, I don't want them. I want my mom back. I don't give a shit if I can I don't want to be able to survive that. I want her back, and I don't get her back. So what I didn't understand is that it's like I feel a lot of sort of, there's a lot of analogy and sort of like metaphor with like mutants in Marvel comics and like the mutant university, that like had I just understood that it like really fucked with me, it also made me sort of like deeply resilient and special and powerful, and that was an alternative identity I could have hooked into that would have been much more helpful, empowering, and like, at risk of sounding, abundant, like much less fearful and scarce and insecure and sad and sorrowful. Um, the identity of grief and the stuckness, like reframing how grief made you, like what did it do to you, like that identity. There's a handful of paths, but there's sort of like the broken or powerful. And I think how we move from one to the other is really the trick, right? Because it's hard to give up the broken if you don't have people around you seeing that it broke you. Like, it needs to be seen before you can let it go.
Totally. Well, remember we were playing with using the word kintsugi.
Yeah. Yeah. It's my favorite. Yeah.
Name, because then we realized we're not Japanese. We can't do that. But
Not ours to use.
But what a great concept
Yeah.
of those broken cracks getting filled with gold, and that's always an analogy I think of when I think of grief work, because there are broken cracks.
Yeah.
But then
a lot.
they get to be laced with gold.
Yeah.
And that is powerful.